We have a large concentration of veterans in Southwest Alabama. How do we do a better job of supporting them? And we will start with Mr. Rick Collins.
That's a great question. We have about 66,000 veterans in this congressional district, and that's a high percentage as compared to the nation and even the state. The problem with veterans care, health care, only about 27% of the veterans are using the VA because of travel issues and because it's just such a difficult system to work within. And seeing a VA doctor is difficult. They've passed a couple of laws in recent years that tried to give the option for veterans to use private health providers. And it was a good policy idea. The execution hadn't been good because you have to go back through the VA to get approval not to go to the VA. So you're kind of stuck in the same loop. So one of the things I would really focus on is providing greater access to the VA and to private health providers. I think the veterans ought to have that alternative. Thank you.
Dr. Gardner.
So supporting our veterans once they're home from war comes in a lot of different forms. First off, of course, they need health care. Wouldn't it be great if our veterans didn't have to wait months and months to be seen by an orthopedic surgeon? Or perhaps if there was even an orthopedic surgeon in Mobile that took TRICARE right now. I challenge you to find one. So one of the first things we need to do is bring in more providers, expand access to care for our veterans, not just for their bodies, but for their minds. Our veterans are plagued with, we have a problem with veteran suicide. We need to address that, to give them the support they need in order to find health, both mentally and physically, once they're stateside again. Our veterans are prone to low-paying jobs. In fact, it's something like 20% of all of the veterans in Alabama make less than $35,000 a year. We need to invest in job training. We need to have corporate incentives to bring our veterans home and have them hired into positions capable of their skill and their capacity, because these are very high-capacity men and women. We need to invest in trade programs. We need to invest all the way down to a veterans cemetery that is open for all of our veterans in every county, which we also do not have right now. Caring for our veterans is not just about fixing the VA and TRICARE, which we do need to do. It is about looking at the very long life that they will have once they have served, paying them what they're worth, and giving them every opportunity that they deserve.
Dr. Averhart.
This is personal to me. I'm a veteran, so I'm not going to tell you about what I heard or what I read. I'm going to tell you about what I know. I deal with the VA. The VA is a great organization. However, in any organization, there needs to be oversight. There must be transparency. I totally would hope that, when we talk about veterans and their care, yes, some things need to take place. We need to streamline some things, but you have to understand the abundance of our veterans and where they're at, especially here in our local communities. A lot of our veterans don't have transportation. Some do. But we have a lot of veterans that are mentally challenged right now. A lot of have TBIs. Some are contemplating suicide on a daily basis. What I would like to see is that we have certified, because it does not matter if an individual, whether they graduated number 1 in the class or 3rd in the class. If they graduate, they can get a job at the VA. I think we should have more highly qualified physicians at the VA taking care of our veterans and more so our dependents. They need help as well. Now, what's important to me, and I see all the time, veterans retiring or getting out the military, they can't get their VA claim. They've been in combat, and they have to do more trying to prove that they was in combat or they got injured at a certain point in time. Okay.
Sorry. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm passionate about it. I love my veterans. I'm a veteran.
I know you are. Thank you very much.